Hey y'all, welcome back to the Loneliness Cure. I'm Maya.
And I'm Malikiya. And this is the podcast where we dive into the behind the scenes of community building. We're going to explore how health, wealth, and faith interact, change, and transform our lives as community builders.
Yes, first we're going to start off with an icebreaker with one of our question cards. What's the scariest thing you've ever done and why did you do it?
Man. A lot of scary things. I've done quite a few scary things. I have two. Both of them involve being in the air. The first one, I went I don't know if it's paragliding, but like you're sitting and you're like controlling the parachute thing. And I had someone on my, like an instructor with me. But like you had to like run, this is in Switzerland. So I had to like run down a slope and then you like get enough traction so that you can just start gliding. And like, I'm just terrified that like parachute won't work. I fall because you're just like out in the elements. This person's controlling everything. Terrified. But I was like, when else can I do this? So I did it. And then the second one, for one of our anniversaries, we went in a helicopter ride. And when I tell you, it felt like that helicopter was like built like a little toy helicopter. I was terrified because I thought this cannot support us. Yeah. And I was like, when am I going to do this again?
Right. That's a once in a lifetime type of thing, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not doing it again.
Right, yeah.
What's the scariest thing you've done?
I think snowmobiling.
Oh, yeah.
When we went last year, that was, like, it was exciting, but, like, I'm from Texas, you know? Like, it's hot, like, but it's, in Colorado, it's, like, nothing but snow. We're in these mountains, big old trees.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to my best friend because she's very adventurous. And she's, like, ready for it. She's like, yes.
I believe it.
Yeah, like, she is all ready for it. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, and then, like, the snowmobiles, like, they're not small. Like, they're these, like, big machine things. And I'm like, you want me to drive this through the woods?
Oh, it's through the woods?
Yes.
No.
It's like a path, and it's not big. Like, it's literally like you're in the woods, just driving up mountains in the snow. I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like,
were they fast?
Yes. Yeah. And then my friend, she's like, because you know they're like, don't go fast, you know, don't linger behind if you're the last person, and then speed up. And she's like, let me be at the end. I'm like, no, because you're definitely gonna try to linger behind, and so she was literally like doing that. She's like trying to go slow and let the person ahead of her like go, like, you know, so she has time to like speed up. And I'm like, please, I don't like, no, this is not how we can go out. Like, no. So that was definitely the most scariest thing I've done. I'm like, I would do it again.
Yeah.
But like the first time I was definitely freaking out low key. You know, I kept it cool, but I was just like, we are in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
In snow. I am a Texas girl.
Right.
Used to the heat only. But it was fun. It was fun. Once I got the hang of it.
Yeah.
I was still like, but yeah.
Good.
Then one of the people there, they crashed. So,
no.
Yeah, so that was even more like, yeah.
They crashed into like a tree?
Yes, they like ran off the course into like a tree. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. Yes, they like ran off the little course path we were on, and they like went into like the side in the tree. It was crazy. So then that freaked me out even more because I was like, so now I can possibly try.
Because it's possible.
Like now I can, and I see it's possible, you know, like. But yeah, that was definitely the scariest thing I've done.
Good. That was a good question. Wow.
That was.
Speaking of scary, starting a community can definitely be scary. But today's episode, we're talking about how community is not about you.
At all.
At all.
At all.
I guess let's jump into it. So I think this could be a hard concept because as a community curator, as a host, as an organizer, like you have the ideas of what you want your community to be. And oftentimes you start the community, at least we did, because you're looking for something that you can't find for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, I think it's important to understand that it's okay if you would join your community, but it's not, your opinion's not the only one that matters.
Yeah, you definitely have to look at what your community would want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you have to, you know, and like she said, it's okay to be like if you would be in your community and you would be a part of it, but it's also just not all about what you want. Like you have to consider other people, what people are looking for. So yeah, it's definitely not about you.
Yeah, and with that in mind, I think it's important that your community fills a need or fills a space that's not currently happening. Like for us, there wasn't a space, like there's women events, but there weren't women events where most of the women looked like us, and it's just women. So we were looking to fill that space, and it worked out because so many other women came out the woodworks. We were all hiding at home, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you can really find that hole that's missing, I think your community will be golden, because if you're looking for it, other people are definitely looking for it too.
Yeah, definitely other people are looking for it. And it's just, we also don't do typical things. Like, we do more wellness focused stuff, but with like a twist to it in a sense. Like, we always have something unique about our events, or like we try to switch it up where it's not like everybody else's.
Yeah.
And so I think that is what really helps our community also grow and like build, because it is something that's like a little different. And it's for our people.
Yeah. I think our events are a good mix of things. Like some people may only do this type of event or this type of event, and we might take an event and combine both of those aspects. And I think we've really become comfortable being in our own lane, and we understand what we're trying to do is not being done. So it's kind of hard. It's been a little hard for us to be like, this is the way we should do something based off of what someone else is doing. Like, oh, they're really good at doing this type of event. Like, what can we learn from them? But it's not like we can just copy and paste it, you know?
No, yeah. We don't want to copy and paste it, because then it doesn't bring anything new. And I feel like people right now are really looking for new and different things. And that, that's what we're always looking for, that, like new things, different things to try. And yeah, I think our events really are different. And you can't just copy and paste it, because we also put a lot of thought into them.
Yeah.
Like we really think about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. And we're not just throwing things up.
Yeah. Since we are not necessarily traditional in our events, and are the way we find our community, I guess, how have you trusted that we'll attract the right people?
I think I leave that more up to God. I feel like whoever finds us will find us. Like, I don't really put too much pressure on it, because I'm not, like, yes, we want people, to be a part of our community, but like, it's not a specific person that we're looking for. It's for everybody, or whoever wants to be a part of it. So I don't think I really focus too much on how they will come. I think it's more so just like when, because they're gonna come. Like it fits everybody.
Right.
So it's not really a certain, I guess, like, thing I need to focus on. Like, we cater to our people, but it also is welcome to everybody else. So it's not just for our people. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that also touches on the point of, like, people will come and go, and it's okay to have a select people that you're catering to.
Yeah.
Because I know for us in the beginning, we were like, oh, we want it to be open. Like, we don't want to seem like we're an exclusionary group. We love everyone and we love working with everyone. And I think we've just really figured out how to, like, our main group of women are Black women, but we also attract women of color. But that doesn't mean we don't want to work with or have other people outside of that realm be a part of our community. And it's kind of been a struggle of how to have that and have that come across. But I think that's really where our collaboration events have come in, of us attracting more people and seeing like, hey, we're here. Because you never know if those people know someone that could be in our main group.
Yeah. And I think that's why I also, like, kind of leave that up to God. Because he has brought us people who don't look like us. And they're willing to help us. And they're
very willing.
Yeah. And they love what we're doing, even though it's not catered specifically to them.
Yeah.
Because there's always those people around. Like, even if they don't look like what you're doing or fit necessarily into what you're doing, they're still willing to help and be a part and support you. So I think it's really good that we really are like for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that I heard a creator say this. I'm not 100% sure who it was, but they said they basically differentiated between an artist and a creator. And I think we know people that fall into the artist category and also the creator category. And I would classify us as creators because they defined an artist as someone who, like, if you think about an artist, ideally they would make music for themselves. Like, they make music to express themselves, they may take into consideration, like, what will hit, what's mainstream, but first and foremost, they're thinking about themselves. Versus a creator, they're often looking to serve a group. Their content is geared towards that group. Their partnerships are geared towards that group. Like, they're about them versus an artist being about themselves. And I feel like for you to have a community, you have to really be a creator.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's not about you, so you can't just take all these things that you want and you want to see and what you think fits you and just assume that it's going to fit everybody else.
Yeah.
Or that it's going to make people want to stay and, continue to be a part of the community you're building when all you're focused on is you.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really leave room for other people to show up as themselves and like they have to fit in that specific bubble versus just letting their personalities come out and show. And yeah.
I think a good way, this is my marketing side coming out, but I think a good way that you can kind of understand if you're serving yourself or if you're serving your audience is to create an avatar for your audience. Like, give them a name, give them, like, Tina, she works a 9 to 5. She has 2 kids. She has a dog. They go on walks. They like to find free activities around the city. Build out that person's life. That way, whenever you are thinking about your community and you're gearing content or events toward them, you're like, would Tina come to this? Like, versus you. Like, I think that would really help people to understand, like, this is an idea for me versus this is an idea for everyone that I'm looking to reach.
Yeah, and then you just have to also know who you're looking to reach. Like,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just, again, if you're making it about you, not everybody's like you. So you also need to know who you're trying to reach. Like, what is your content or your community? Like, what type of person are you really trying to help or serve? Because you should be serving. Because it should be like a service thing if you're building a community versus just it's about me and this is what I want.
Yeah.
So I think also just knowing who you're trying to serve really would help build your community in the way that it should be built, for it to be for the people.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think again it's important to stress that it's okay if you'd be a part of your community, because like we start with ideas that we would like to do or that we were searching for. But then I think that's where community feedback comes in of like, oh, this is what would make it better for the community. Like I know in our last episode we mentioned we do walks, and like we just walk and like, first of all, I hardly drink water in my life. Like, I should definitely be better. But, like, I'm definitely not thinking about, like, water or snacks or things like that. But it was brought up in our feedback form that, like, we should have snacks on this walk. And, like, when I tell you we would have never thought about that.
Never.
And it really just helps to bring another element of our walks of, like, oh, they really care, because we can cater to those people that need a snack, or because it's a 3-mile walk. I mean, definitely keep your energy up, especially if that's your first time walking as well. So you never know.
True. That is true. How does your faith help you stay committed to building something for others, even when growth feels slow or inconsistent and unseen?
I'm just gonna say it. I feel like I've been unseen my whole life. So I mean, that's not really. I'm over that. I'm over that.
You said that don't even matter at this point. Yeah.
Because the way that my life has worked out, that's why I'm a true believer in God, because I just, like, my life has just worked out. And the way that, what was the question again? The first part?
How does your faith help you stay committed to building something for others, even when growth feels slow or unseen?
I think this has been such a calling on our life. Like, because when I tell you we are so to ourselves, we're just really introverted. We're not like weird, like deep conversation people, and just not really not the ideal person that would have a community or like host events, because we're just not out there like that. So we're being like pushed outside of our comfort zone in every aspect of this, and there's like a feeling that this is what we're supposed to be doing, or what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think that feeling is just so strong that I know whatever comes from this is good and what's supposed to be happening. And as far as like slow growth, I am definitely like we're the microwave generation. Like, I want this quick, but I also understand that whether the growth is fast or slow, I'm ultimately looking for like, what am I learning through this time? And, maybe growth is supposed to be slow because I need to rest, or like I need to learn the community more. And, I just think everything falls into place as it's supposed to. And I think this is just where we're really supposed to be. So I have that faith that it's going to be good.
I agree. I definitely agree. I do feel like this is where we're supposed to be. And that it was like coming all along, especially with all the talks we've had. And how we used to talk about, doing events and stuff. And I think now it's really just have come to life.
Yeah.
Like all those conversations we used to have about this stuff, like on our own. Because like you said, we would be to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think faith really has helped us also. Just believing and trusting that God knows the plan for our lives, and like we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
And the way that we've also just kind of flowed into this state of like doing these events, and no, not everything has been like smoothly, but it's worked out. And I do believe that this is where we should be right now, and where God has us right now.
Yeah.
Rather it's going slow or fast, but I think we're where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, I also find comfort in the ease of it. Like, things the behind the scenes is definitely hard. It's like 50-50. Hard half the time, and like, what do we do? How do we do this? But the other half of the time, it's like, oh, that was way easier than like the way things just fall in line for us is just like, okay, next step. Well, let's see. I think that's everything that I have. You have another one?
Like, do I have a question for you?
I have a question. How have you felt about us asking the community for financial support?
I'm 50-50 because I want to ask. I believe we should ask. But then it's also like, well, no, trust in God to provide that for you. So I think I'm still learning and trying to really figure out, like, how should we ask the community for financial support? Or do we even ask them, or just wait on God to just provide it for us?
Yeah.
Or what that even just looks like. Like, how is God going to make that happen?
Yeah.
Because, you're supposed to ask for stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're supposed to kind of wait on God for stuff. So I think I'm still learning that one, still figuring out.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely have a struggle with asking for things in general, especially if I feel like I can eventually get it myself. But I think what I'm learning is that they work in tandem. Like, I think sometimes what God is, in order for God to move, you need to ask. Or, like, understanding what, like, when God sends things to you. Like, there's this story about a guy in, like, I think it was, like, a flood, and he's on top of the roof of his house, and, like, an helicopter comes by, and they're like, hey, do you need help? He's like, no, I'm waiting on God to do something. Yeah. And then a boat comes by, and it's like, hey, hop in, like, it's really, really bad. Like, no, I'm good, I'm waiting, and, like, someone else comes by, and then he dies. And he gets to heaven, he's like, God, why didn't you save me? He's like,
I sent you the help.
Right.
And you ain't taking none of it.
Right. So I'm definitely getting, because, the Bible does say you should ask, and let your wishes be known. And so, definitely working on that. But I think they work together.
Yeah. So you just also have to be aware of, like, where your help is coming from.
Yeah.
And also looking for it and realizing, that it is from God. Or, just having your eye alert for it to come. Because I also think sometimes we don't expect it when it's been so long. It's like, all right, like, is the help coming? Like, and so I think we also, if you lose that expectation, you may miss it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Or even sometimes the help is it not happening.
Or it's from somebody you don't think it should be from. And so you're like, nope.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on.
Blocking your blessings.
Blocking your blessings. Because it's like, God sent this person that you don't like particularly too much to help you. And you're like, no, I don't care for them. So, nah. And then it's like, dang, you done missed the blessing, Lord. Right. The Lord tried to send you.
Right. Delayed.
Right, now you gotta wait.
40 years.
Like, now you in the wilderness again. Because you done denied the help.
Right.
Okay, last question I have for you.
Okay.
What helped you stay emotionally steady when the community's needs or opinions felt louder than your own?
I don't think they've ever felt louder. I think that's something I do have honed in, is like, I know when to discern what to listen to. I think I've worked really hard on that. And not being too, like, shaken, by what people say. Of course I consider, and of course I might be like, that's a good idea. But then I'm like, no, like, let's bring it back in. So I don't think I really struggle with that.
That's good. Yeah. You know what you need and what you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we both do. That's why I think it's worked out well. Because we both are like, all right.
Right. Like, nope, that doesn't really align. Okay, well, I think that is it for this episode. And remember, community is not about you.
At all.
Big shout out to the Concord. If you're in Austin, come check them out. They do have 2 locations. We are at the one on East 5th. And another big shout out to Zadie Productions for making this happen. And we hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye.